Hey, welcome to the channel. All honor, glory, and praise be to our one and only Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm going to title this conference, it's a good one. I'm going to title this conference, in my mind I'm hearing their worst nightmare. Their worst nightmare. Whoever you are out there today, you are your enemy's worst nightmare. Worst nightmare. Whoever you are, perhaps you move in silence. You move in silence. You keep people out of your business. You keep them away from your home. You keep them off of your vehicle. You keep them out of your face as much as humanly possible. You are your enemy's worst nightmare. And even if you are in a situation where they have access to you in a way that may not look like it is in your favor, you are still your enemy's worst nightmare. Because what they don't know is that perhaps, or maybe they do know, I don't know, you have the power to destroy them. I'm going to let that resonate in your spirit today. It doesn't mean that you go after them because you have that power. But it just means that that is your defense. That is your power. They don't know, first of all, the details of their life that you know about them. They will have never thought that somebody like you would have the capability to bring them down if you so desire. And if they so provoke that out of you. Case in point is this. When my enemies came for me, they had no idea that I had it within my capability to in turn come for them. So they underestimated me and overestimated themselves. And they played their hand and got played. And there's somebody out there today, perhaps, your enemies are playing their hands. But what they fail to realize is that they are the ones that are being played. What they fail to realize is that, they can't come for people and then expect that person to never come back. That's what I'm talking about. And many of my enemies, many of them, they've learned the hard way. You can't come for everybody. Because not everybody is a punk. And I'm hearing initially, not everybody's going to back down. And when my enemies came for me, all of them, they had no idea that I have what it takes to destroy their entire lives. Because Father's given me the power, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the know-how, and the insight, and the information that they didn't even know I knew about them. That's the thing about it when people come for you. They don't know what you have on them that will enable you to come for them. That's why it pays to leave people alone. I say. It pays to leave people alone. It pays to leave people you don't know alone. Yes, hold your peace and let God fight your battles. But I believe a lot of times on this battlefield, you guys, the way that Father fights your battles is He gives you ammunition against your enemies. He gives you information against your enemies. Things that they didn't think anybody knew, but you know, and you've always known. You were just waiting for your opportunity to strike. And my enemies, that came up against me, they played themselves. Because I know a lot of things about them. And held my peace. Kept my mouth shut. But see, when you come for people, or not you guys, but I'm just saying, when people come for people, they're asking for a comeback. Well, as it pertains to them coming for a lot of folk, the only thing I could say would be, get ready, you such and suches, for the big payback. And you know what? It doesn't have to come by way of you all. But Father's the one that fights your battles. All things are held together by the hand of Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ doesn't want something to be so, it won't be. And if Jesus Christ wants something to be so, it will be. But one thing you must realize about Father is that He's giving you power to not only call those things that are not as if they were so, but He gives you the power to hold things together too. Through your spoken speech, through your speech. Your mouths are powerful out there for those of you that God has given the power to. And that's what your enemies have underestimated and misunderstood about you, is that you have the power. You have the power to annihilate them if you so desire. But it is very important that just because Father's giving you power, that you don't use it and utilize it loosely. Because what your enemies fail to realize about a lot of you out there is that the worst thing they can do is come for somebody that was not coming for them. A person like that will rip them apart. Bit by bit, piece by piece, chunk by chunk, as it pertains to their lives. Crumb by crumb. Because for a lot of you, before it's all said and done, as it pertains to your enemies, in spiritual warfare battles, you won't leave any crumbs. God has given you the power.